Come on. I wish somebody would put on your how with me. Who got 5 on me? Who got 5 on me? Who got 5 on me?
No longer considered foolish when missions is executed. Yes, my culture is black, but my connection is Jewish. Blueprint conducive to a lifestyle that is exclusive. Bloodshed for any soul choosing to live life as a nuisance. Told you this bigger than music. Raise your glasses to the ceiling, to glasses with the family celebrating.
So watch this. Don't be mad because you were part of the body you the foot. But you dirty because you won't receive the hand.
I like stories, so turn the pages, meaning I am so for show, it's not the facade. Keeping accomplishments quiet doesn't mean it's a mirage. Move different, humility part of the foundation. The remaining grounded while the world witnesses elevation. Taking trips to London, look what I'm becoming. Remember,
Your mama can be in one room and you can be in another room, and the anointing will get on that shoe and turn on that track and catch you right in the back of your hood.
this is in my enemy, my soul is never haunted. You working with 3 6s, look at my life, ask me who running. Kinsman Redeemer is the king who saves us from amongst us. Trust the process in the drop top while I'm cruising. Make history by becoming one of the.
Can I give you another episode? I want to pass it. Let's go for this biblical episode.
No chorus at all. No chorus involved. Just let it breathe, man. No chorus at all. No chorus involved.
One, two. You know what it is. Let's go.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind.
You will play DMX too, huh?
Just for you, brother. It's a Underground 9.0 exclusive Saturday edition. We got my boy, super producer JD Lawrence. It's all about Table Talk today, y'all. Y'all know what I need y'all to do. Share this once, share it twice, share it 3 times. And do what my man JD doing. Put some names in the comments. Comment some names in there. Put them in the comments. And let's get these numbers up this morning. Live on Facebook and on YouTube. And shout out to JD. This is Boy DMX. So we got music for you this morning, getting ready.
Kind of got me feeling like I'm about to wild out today.
You better wild out. This is about you today. All right, y'all. Good morning.
Man, Deron, what's going on, bro?
There you go.
Okay, Pastor Minister Walker, how you doing this morning? Mother Linda is on. Sean is on. Good morning. My wife is on here. She woke up for me this morning. Good morning, baby. Okay. There we got some names coming up in here. We appreciate y'all. This ain't my show. What's going on?
No, man. Come on. We freestyling today.
I gotta put my.
Nah, man. Don't calm down. What your boy say? Turn down for what? Listen, y'all, this is the Movement Underground 9.0 Saturday edition. We ain't been on that Saturday. This is the first time we've ever been on a Saturday, but we have an exclusive today, and I'm privileged. And I just want to talk to you for a minute because I really want to set the stage for what we're about to do today. I am privileged to have the exclusive to interview my spiritual son. I take this stuff with ministry and our platforms and the support system and family. I take that very, very, very seriously, y'all. And so with that being said, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, we had a conversation and Javon had took a little break, end of the season with Table Talk 2.0 in the end of December. And we were talking about really getting the word out to help people understand what the Table Talk live streaming platforms are really about. So I'm privileged to interview my son this morning. I need y'all to help me get these numbers up because the one thing about the road that we're going here, you all, we have good quality content. Everybody can attest, and please put it in the comments if you would, please. Everybody can attest that the teaching is thorough, the teaching is sound. With Table Talk and all of the platforms, with Sound Off, with the Ladies of Uncut, all of them are sound. But the issue is, you all, and I'm really making a clarion call today, the issue is getting this good content out in front of the people. And so that's what I need you to do. I need you to share this. I need you to put some names in the comment to try to get, because when people say you got mentioned in the comment, they quicker to come on than just, sharing it in general. So get some names in the comments and get people on here. If you're at home and your baby's got tablets and phone, I want everybody in your house to log in on Dr. Tony. I want many eyes as we can to get on here. and we're going to get ready to dialogue. So go ahead, JD. Let's take a look. Why don't you give some shout outs to your people, because everybody's on here because they know it's all about you today. So why don't you give some shout outs to your people this morning?
I mean, we already shouted out Minister Walker. We got Duran on here, my wife, Pastor T. I'm so glad to see you on here this morning.
Yeah, we're going to talk about her a little bit. Like, that's my baby.
Nancy is on. Good morning, Nancy.
What's up, Pastor Nancy?
And, you know, Nancy, Duran, my wife, Maya.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what my boy Marcus is, but then we got Tommy also.
Okay.
That makes the
whole clique.
The whole clique.
That's
the
good.
Whole table talk.
I want to see all the sisters from Uncut on here too. So
and Drea.
Dre on here, yeah.
No,
Make sure tell Nancy to get Dre on here. But those numbers are going up. Thank y'all. What's up, Sister Tracy Robertson? Good to see you fellowshipping with us and too. So listen, y'all. Again, this is a Movement Underground exclusive. We're going to be interviewing and just chopping it up with JD Lawrence, and we're going to be talking about all the Table Talk live streaming platforms. And so let's get ready to get.
I gotta do this. We love you too. What?
Hey, what's up? They coming like that? They
Yeah.
coming like that? Okay.
I feel like Marlon Lawrence right there. You know when they used to do the stand up, they be like, "We love you, Marlon." Be like, "I love you back."
They come in like that. That's like when you on the stage and they all the way at the top row.
Yeah.
We love you. Okay, y'all. Okay, God is good. So let's get into it, man. And it's going to be a combination of things. We're going to be asking you a lot of questions, but we also going to be giving you the liberty to kind of teach on some of the things that you've been teaching on, and really help and share with the people.
Oh, sorry, I'm teaching today.
I'm gonna pull it out of you, brother.
I'm here for the ride.
So what we gonna do between me and you? We gonna act like it's just one of these phone conversations that we have weekly. We have about 2 or 3 of them every week.
Y'all about to be privy to some very interesting stuff.
Supposed to be a 10-minute phone call, end up like 2-3 hours.
Right.
A good one to be about 3 hours, but a lot of revelation, a lot of insight. And let's start off with this, you all. Whenever you're sharing the word of God, or let's not even be real religious. Let's not be deep. Okay. When you're sharing support, meaning that when you're helping somebody and you're giving them some information, one thing that we really want to be mindful of, you all, is that a principle that I want to give everybody is that out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let the word be established. What do I mean by that? If you get a revelation, make sure that you get good commentary that confirms your revelation, and watch this, and you get some guidance from somebody that you're close to, that you respect and honor, to be able to help you with that revelation as well. And so that's what we're doing. So JD, let's go here. Table Talk, and watch this. I'm gonna take credit because the 2.0 came from me.
Facts.
The 2.0 came from me. The 2.0.
I was just still calling the Table Talk.
Yeah, it's 2.0. So let's go back to the beginning, man. When did you start Table Talk? What was the purpose, and why were you led to even start the Table Talk platform altogether? When did you start it?
Well, Table Talk originally started, I want to say 2012.
Okay.
The whole idea, well, I gotta go back. Well, 2012. What happened was I was at World Outreach.
Okay.
And I was a part of this.
Hold on before you say something. Shout out to Melvin and Anderson.
Yeah,
shout out to them. We always blessing people, so shout out to them. But go ahead.
I was a part of Pastor Skip still does have this this men's encounter getaway retreat.
Come on, talk.
It's like a retreat, but the retreat is pretty much about bringing you closer to God.
Mm-hmm.
So during this retreat, I learned a couple of things that helped me get closer to God.
Okay.
So when I came out of the retreat, I was like just straight like on 100.
Okay.
Like I had all this stuff coming out. It was just like everywhere. And to be 100, when you're in ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And you have all this stuff and it's bottled in and you have no way to get it out, because when you're a part of someone else's ministry, I'll put it that way, you don't get to speak and get this stuff out the way that some people may feel like they want to.
Okay.
And every minister, preacher, you know exactly what I'm saying right now. I'm being 100.
No, I'm finna pull it out of you because you playing. Why is that, preacher? Why in the ministries that we came up in and the way that ministries are set up, why is it set up that the gifts cannot go forth or the gifts cannot express themselves?
Platform-wise, it's because it's very rarely seen that a platform from the leader is really shared a lot.
Okay.
And I won't say at all, because you do have your times that you can get up and speak. You got words of exhortation and stuff like that. You have we used to what are the sermonettes? You got sermonettes. You have things of that nature. But at this time with me, so much stuff was coming. Fear of the takeover. That's what.
Whatever. Look at you.
Man, he said, I'm definitely telling the truth, because you know. And people saying that, you know, it's true. People understand it, and it's a real serious issue, because you can't. And at the time, I had so much stuff downloading in me.
Okay.
I didn't have the opportunity to get it out. So my friend, Bruce Furlow,
Pastor Bruce, DJ Bruce.
Glad you said that.
Yeah.
He had really just started doing his music thing.
Okay.
So I was somewhat like the test dummy.
Okay.
So we came up with a concept called spoken truth.
That's good.
Where he would give me a beat, and it was like preaching to music.
I like that.
So
you need to bring that back. I'm serious, brother. We off the cut, we off the dome today. So I'm finna mess with you.
And like people who followed me back then, and you see, I even had a video. You know,
I remember that.
The Believe, and you know, so it was a really good concept, but because of our schedules, everything didn't really pan out the way that we wanted it to pan out.
And because the religious church wasn't accepting it neither.
That too.
Okay.
That too. But so from there, I started doing devotions.
Okay.
We had the Table Talk devotion. Now, it seems like everything with Table Talk is never my idea.
Okay.
It was my idea to do the devotion.
Okay.
But I think that I got to blame Furlow on this one too.
Okay.
Furlow had a friend. His name is Elder Best. You know Elder
I remember Best. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
So
he owed me some money, I think, but I'm gonna. I'm just playing.
And that's the first thing everybody say.
He owed me some money.
He owed me some money.
I think he owed me some money.
I think he owed me some too.
If he on here, man, you pay me my money. What they just did like that. Pay me my money. Go ahead, preacher.
So with the Table Talk, it ended up getting around to Elder Best.
Okay.
And Elder Best, at the time, I'm not quite sure if he still is, he was into production.
I remember that.
So he came to me with the idea that he wanted to put Table Talk, make like a panel, and do a show.
Okay.
So I was like, I already got the content, so you doing pretty much all the work. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that's how we ended up getting the first season of Table Talk. If you go back and watch, that's the purpose of Table Talk Origins.
Okay.
So people can actually see it. It's on YouTube and it's on Facebook if you want to go back and look at some of the. It's rough to look at now too.
Why is it rough to look at?
Because it's just so different, like the quality and
and
everything. It's just like one of the things somebody posted in the comment. We could barely hear you.
Yeah,
like,
the sound, everything. The sound,
like, and we was at my grandma's house, so it was y'all getting some really
at the dining room table.
At the dining room table,
I seen them video clips.
And my grandma had this insect, like get rid of insects, bugs, roaches,
right?
And it made this look like that.
You can hear it.
You can hear it in the background because nobody thought to turn it off because it's going to interfere with the sound. The sound.
Well, watch this though. Watch this, and let me get a couple of people here real quick. All of you all that's going live on Facebook and your smoke detector need to be changed. Change the battery in your smoke detector.
God, real quick, Pastor T over here going crazy. Like, turn it off.
Man, fix that. We be having people on the show sometime and they be like, beep. It been out so long they numb to. So hey, come on, for fire safety, everybody change the battery in your smoke detector. Come on, preacher, go ahead.
Yeah, around 20th Street. Yeah, that's where we was on 1924 West Wright Street.
Go ahead.
That's where Table Talk the show started. So it wasn't necessarily my idea. It was my idea for the devotion because that was another way for me. All this stuff that was being downloaded in me, it was a way for me to get it out.
So what was the purpose of the devotions? What was the purpose of them?
I'm glad you asked.
I'm asking. I'm the interviewer today. This is going to be good.
The purpose of the devotion, the first devotion that I came up with was called The Good Shepherd. No, The Truth About Covering.
Okay.
I'm on the wrong Table Talk because that was The Good Shepherd is Table Talk 2.0.
Got you.
The Truth About Covering was the original Table Talk.
Okay.
So the truth about covering pretty much was to help people understand that we put too much of our stock into pastors.
We put them on a pedestal and make them Jesus.
Not even that. I think we do y'all worse than Jesus because we expect you to do everything for us. I got to come to church on Sunday just so I can get a word because that's what I need my word. So instead of studying myself, it's your job to study, teach me, and help me go through. And I'm like, the truth about covering is the pastor is your covering, but your ultimate covering is Jesus Christ.
Come on. Now, okay, let me get in this because I wasn't around when Table Talk, we hadn't met yet. And so I wasn't around when Table Talk first originated. So with that being said, look at, you always clouded. With that being said, preacher, one of the things that I learned right away with your ministry is that you have this drive and this passion for people being put in a position to study for themselves. Why is that so important to you?
Because I feel like, I feel like the institution.
You geek too. You geek.
Yeah,
you
it's
geek.
just pink lemonade.
It's Sunkist pink lemonade soda in that canister.
Got me geeked over here.
No, I think you came in.
I came in ready.
Yeah, you ready. Come on.
See, what was the question?
What I learned from you right off the bat when I met you, one thing, even when we met and you introduced yourself, one of your main things with church and with people was not dependent on the pastor. They needed to learn. You had a passion for teaching people to learn the word for themselves.
Right.
Why is that so important for you, man?
Okay, because I feel like the institution of the church has taken the power away from people to even believe they can receive, hear the word of God for themselves.
So we have made, and let's clarify, because we not about the building, we about the people. So the church, it's the church is the people, and so what you're telling me is that we have literally religious teaching have handicapped believers in not being able to go forth in kingdom things because their dependency. Okay, I'm about to say so we have put the church on child support.
Child support is nice.
We've made them infantile, and we've made it so they can't do nothing without the. Okay, I'm trying to pull it out of you.
We done put the church back on Similac.
Or have they always been?
We haven't properly trained them to even understand or have the courage to know that they don't have to be.
I like that.
So instead of taking them off and moving them to meat, it's easier. Y'all gonna get mad.
Y'all continue to share this. Come on.
Y'all gonna get mad at me. Don't get mad. Don't take this personal. It's just table talk.
You and moving on the ground. So don't get mad at me neither. Y'all better tune in tomorrow. Don't get mad at him and don't tune in to me. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. We haven't really put people in the best position to even feel comfortable. The sad thing is when you get into talking to people about let's talk about something as simple as hearing the voice of God.
Okay, here we go.
People don't believe that they have the ability in themselves to even hear the voice of God for themselves because of stature.
Come on.
Because of sin.
Title.
Because of stature being title. Because of sin. Because of just whatever reason. Like a lot of people, and it's sad because they be like, here go one. Oh, I miss God. How can you miss God?
You can't.
God is unmissable.
That's a Okay, so with preacher, with that being said, I really want you to go ahead and pull this out and go there. So
I'm trying to be
no,
nice.
I want you to no. This is what this is. We got a whole hour segment just to, and again, let's do some disclaimers. We not throwing off on nobody. We not throwing off. Well, let me back up there and say it. We not throwing off on people, but we are throwing off on the institution.
Absolutely.
No, we done with this institutional stuff. We done with that.
Because, and the reason why I'm so passionate about this, because I was that person.
Okay.
And it took, like I said, go back, shout out to Pastor Skip, Pastor Melva, the guy that was over at the time, the men's retreat. Well, not over, but taught me a lot. His name is Julio Alvarez.
Okay.
Like breaking down the Hebrew and Greek and all that stuff. That's where that really tied in. So when I first started like getting this revelation, let's go back to the truth about covering.
Come on.
When we started talking about that, I would go and I would talk to people first, just like I do when I get a revelation. It's kind of like, hold on, I need to talk to somebody.
Let's fact check it.
I fact checked it
and
with
truth
people.
check it. Yeah, that's
so
good.
when I started talking about covering, and I started talking about not needing to go to church for a word, but I should go to church to be confirmed with the word that I already got during the week. When I started saying stuff like that about 7-8 years ago, people was looking at me like, nah, bro, you gotta go to church to get a word. That's the point of the pastor.
Yeah, you're a rebel.
That's the yeah. So
you rebelling.
So that's kind of where the don't take this personal came from, because a lot of people was taking my revelation personal because I was putting the responsibility back on people and trying to take it off of
the institution, off the institution.
Yeah.
Because what happened with us as leaders in that time, and we can all talk about it because. We were raised up in religious institutions, and I was raised up in a religious church, and I pastored a church. That not that it was all bad, you all, but that's all we knew. That's all we knew, and we put so much. I like what you said. We put so much onus on the institution that we forgot that the people should have been the institution, or the people are the church, and it was no responsibility, no onus on the people, and it automatically put people in this mindset that they were giving grudgingly or necessity because they always came in with a handout.
Nancy said, nah, they need to take it personal so they could change.
Of course, Nancy would say something like that. That's Nancy all day. And there's nothing wrong with what she's saying. But we do need to make some change. So let's do this. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. This is Underground 9.0 exclusive with Mr. Table Talk 2.0, Javon Lawrence. Y'all know how we do it. Since it's Underground, we can do what we do with this music.
And shout out to Pastor T, Team Underground.
Yeah. She'll be in the booth tomorrow. Yeah, we've been praying for her. Listen, this is the Movement Underground Saturday edition. I have the exclusive privilege to interview Mr. Table Talk 2.0, J.D. Lawrence. Y'all keep hanging with us, keep sharing, get these numbers up. We'll be right back after a word right here on the Underground.
We got some good numbers up here, man.
Oh, yeah, they picking up. Y'all continue to share this.
Can y'all hear me? 1, 2? Okay, I hear myself.
I hear you real good, baby.
1, 2, 1, 2.
You so funny. Underground. This is the Underground 9.0 Saturday edition. Exclusive interview with Mr. Table Talk 2.0, J.D. Lawrence. Thank y'all for helping us get these numbers up. Thank y'all for sharing. I see some people in here. Yeah, this is Saturday morning. I love hanging out with my peeps. Love you all coming in and hanging out with us. You could be doing anything, but you hanging out with us. So thank you.
My boy Tommy.
I see Tommy.
Here, bro. Mr. TikTok. That's the third member. That's the third member. We still looking for Marcus.
Okay.
That's the third member of Sound Off. Right
So
there.
Did Marcus make it on here yet?
I don't know. I ain't seen him yet.
Somebody text Marcus and tell Marcus to get on here because I'm finna mess with him. What's up, Tommy? Good to see you this morning, man. Let's jump right back in, man. So now we talked about when it originated, how Table Talk started. We know that you've been through some transitions in ministry and been through a couple of things.
I just got a message from my wife.
Saying what?
Stop holding back.
Okay, I don't know what they're talking about.
All right.
Well, let me say this, daughter.
All right.
I've been trying to get them to go there. And listen, y'all. Again, let's bring clarification. We not trying to offend anybody. That's not what this is about. We're trying to educate people with the passion in the regards to the way God gave it to us, because we want to see people healthy.
See, but with this being your platform, I'm trying to keep it balanced.
I don't know why.
Because we gonna talk about
the underground. Always push the envelope, brother.
Yeah,
we push the envelope.
Yeah.
I mean, brother, we only boast in Christ, but no, God gave us the boldness to step out and start doing ministry in this fashion, being real people, serving a real God, having real church. And now that's what I'm finna jump into. Is Table Talk 2.0 a church?
Nope.
Is it a ministry?
Nope.
So what is it? Because you be preaching the word on there.
Yeah, I preach the word on there, absolutely.
So it's not a church, though.
We believe it.
You trying to start a church behind my back, preaching? That's what you trying to do.
True story. Somebody actually did come at me like that.
I know they did. I remember you telling me about that. I'm glad you snitched on them too.
Yeah.
They don't exist no more. I'm just playing. Trying to take my son. Don't take my son. But go ahead. What is Table Talk 2.0? Not church. Table Talk
is relational.
I like that.
Rhetoric.
Okay, so it's not religion.
Nope.
It's not rhetoric. It's relational.
It's relational.
Okay, so what is the purpose of what is the purpose of it being relational? What is the goal of it?
I'll get threatened.
No, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. And listen, y'all, he been interviewed and producing at the same time. He gifted. Go ahead, talk about it.
So, Table Talk, the backbone, the core of Table Talk is relationships.
Okay.
Everything can be answered. Everything can be solved.
Okay.
Everything can be understood.
Okay.
Through relationships. Here's the problem. What we've missed all these years.
Oh boy.
In religion.
He about to go there, daughter.
Is relationship.
Okay.
Y'all want me to go ahead and
I want you to go in. Come on.
We're too selfish.
Okay.
Let's take salvation.
Oh,
for instance.
Boy, why is you going there? Go ahead.
Y'all told me to get raw. So
I want you to.
Raw.
What about salvation?
The problem is with salvation, y'all done made salvation a selfish thing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get saved so I can go to heaven.
Why, JD?
I need to get saved so I'm not a sinner anymore.
Why, JD?
I need to get saved. No, it's not, you're not getting saved for your own personal benefit. You're getting saved for the benefit of those who are around you.
You becoming a part of a family. Relationship.
Because shame on you for thinking just because you got saved, you're going to heaven. No, what gets you into heaven is relationships. Oh,
wow. Okay, watch this then. Okay, so we just killed that whole mindset, because we said, I believe a couple of months ago, we highlighted in one of our teachings that even you coming to salvation came through the vehicle of another human being. Either by way of their prayers or their conduct or their conversation or they appeal to you. Yeah. And so salvation cannot be selfishness. It has to be, watch this, it has to be selflessness or it has to be a position of about once I preached this for so many years. Once you become saved, it's not about you, it's about us. Once you become saved, it's about us. And I think you highlighting that really have helped us to understand what the mindset have been in the body of Christ for so long, because it has been, watch this, we have had an identity crisis because it's been about I.
And I actually did in my first Table Talk, I did a whole series. I did a thing about who am I?
Okay.
And even at that time, I still didn't realize who I or even what's my purpose. Like,
okay.
Like we had like to say, well, I used this earlier. God, I can't hear you. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Right? What you're supposed to be doing is being relational.
Wow.
We've complicated. I hate to even use this word. We've complicated. Okay, let's just put it where it needs to go.
Please.
We've complicated God's character.
Oh.
We've complicated God's desire for us by making it seem like, oh, what I really need is that title.
Okay.
What I really need is 500 people on this broadcast watching me. What I really need is, what we really need is to get along. But you know where I'm going with this one.
I know.
where biblically does it say even in this time it's going to get better?
It don't. It said the Bible right now, and let's I don't know. I'm gonna call this reverse prophecy. Let's call it reverse prophecy. The Bible is literally playing itself out right now.
Absolutely.
It is playing whatever everything that the Bible said was going to happen is going to happen.
Absolutely.
The condition of the world is not supposed to get better. The church is, and the church is supposed to be that beacon light that, and it's supposed to be that place of refuge. It's supposed to be that place of safety. And watch this. It's not safe because we've made it a building and we haven't made it about people. People will run to, watch this. People will run to people who are safe. They won't run to a building though. We're going to teach them. Go ahead.
You ain't going to run to that building because that building could crumble.
Yep.
That building could burn. If you burn out, you could get stuck in the building.
Yep.
But when you come to people, some people look at us people as the building because I can think of some people that I can run to and then I'm stuck. That's another problem with
religion.
The religion.
Mm-hmm.
It's become... The church has also taken the mentality of the people that's in the church. The people are saying, what is the church? What is the leader? What is the pastor going to do for me?
Yeah.
And the other side is people are like, the church is saying, what are you going to do for me?
True.
Like it's like you playing tug of war.
With yourself.
Oh.
You asking
technically yes.
You asking yourself what yourself gonna do
Yeah.
in another person when you should. If you watch this is so powerful. I'm jumping in on this revelation. This is too good. Because if you do for people ain't gonna never ask what you gonna do for them.
Nope.
Listen, you all, quit making the word sacrifice a 4-letter word. Sacrifice is a good thing, you all, when it's going to benefit somebody else. We really, here's one of those.
And everybody hates sacrifice.
But why though?
Because no one wants to lose control.
Put this in the comments. Without sacrifice, you don't exist.
And because you sacrifice does not mean you're not in control.
No, because you sacrifice, you are in control when you sacrifice, because you dictate and decide where your support gonna go.
But the illusion is when you sacrifice, you have to give up who you are.
Why though? Wait, okay.
Because
Preacher, listen to me, preacher. I'm loving this. Yes, real sacrifice is giving yourself up, giving up who you are for the benefit of another person. Come on, Philippians 2:5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. What was that? Esteeming others better than yourself and not doing nothing selfishly.
But we have to change the narrative of this, because God doesn't call us to give ourselves up. He called us to be authentic. So what is it when people think...
You sure that's not a church? You doing?
So here's the thing. When people think of the word lose yourself for someone else, we're not saying lose yourself as to who you are, because God created you to be you.
Yes.
God created you to be a
you
specific
preaching, brother. Come
individual.
On. Mm-hmm.
We're not, but the church teaches you have to give up you. So we spend our whole Christian life trying to figure out who we are, but we're not being who God made us be. We're being what someone told us we should be.
So you're a religious double agent, living two lives.
You're a religious
speaking
double
two
agent.
languages.
You're a religious double agent. I'm trying to say this right. Religious double agent that has amnesia.
Why? Why are you coming at me like that?
Because you got me geeked.
Because it will. Because watch this. When you're religious, you will forget. Watch this. You forget who you are and who you belong to.
Facts.
And again, you all, let's do this. Let's make a underground Table Talk 2.0, sound off, uncut, all the platforms. I hope I ain't missed nobody. Y'all know prime time, all of that. Let's make a declaration today. And this is one of the questions I'm jumping into tomorrow's show, but let's make a declaration. We gonna make the word religion a good word again, because simply it really means your righteous regiment on how you go about relating to God. And here's the key. Your righteous regiment has to be towards people to relate to God in a healthy way.
I like this, Nancy. You're not supposed to change. You're supposed to evolve.
I like that. That's good.
Like that.
That's good. She come from the school. She come from the school of movement. She come from the school of movement with that one. That's a good revelation. Yeah. So here's the next question. We'll take a break here in about 5 minutes. Here's the next question, preacher. Now you're not a church. we know it's a talk show to a degree. Wait a minute. Let me quit even trying to figure it out. You tell me, what is Table Talk 2.0? If somebody, one of the things that we do, I'm a professor at Midwest Bible College, and one of the things that we do, we train people to do a 30-second elevator speech. Can you share your faith in 30 seconds? If you would tell me, if I had to share about Table Talk 2.0 in 30 seconds, what would Table Talk 2.0 be? What would it be? What would I say?
Table Talk is a show where you're going to get true transparency.
Okay.
As to how to relate to people, how to relate to life, and just how to really understand the Bible.
Now, I want you to go there now. So, this is going to get a little deep, preacher. I don't even know if I should go here because we're going to take a break in 5 minutes. We'll get here. We'll get back to it. So, okay, so tell me this, preacher. Help me understand this. At what point do we get out of this religious rhetoric and we start managing every lane of relationships, whether they be good relationships, bad or indifferent? And I really want to talk about that indifferent one. How do we make indifferent relationships accountable? And how do we make ourselves safe when people are wishy-washy, they up and down? How does Table Talk 2.0 help us with that? He says simple. That's simple, dog. That's simple. That's simple, my Christian.
You get my Christian, that's simple.
Come on.
You can't.
Okay, so what we do?
We just keep. See, here's the thing. Even with Movement Underground, with Table Talk 2.0, with everything, with let me. Okay, let's take Movement Underground and Table Talk out of it just for a second.
Okay.
Let's talk about content.
I like that.
Good content. When you have good content, you can't make people like good content.
Okay.
God don't make people like, he's the best content.
Oh my God, you teacher.
So if we can't make people like God, we got to expect that people ain't going to like the good content, because our good content is God. That's why our content is so good, because it is God.
It's God. I like that.
So all we can do is we have to be patient like God and just keep putting it out there.
Okay, I'm finna make you go somewhere. So with that being said, preacher,
I saw the light bulb
we have you know how they look above your head. I looked up like Jerome. Can't call nobody. No, here you go. So with that, preacher, we can't force people. God don't force none on us, and we don't force anything on people. Mm-hmm. But how do we stop people from forcing stuff on us?
These shenanigans, y'all. These shenanigans that y'all be trying to force on us. You just have to see the light.
Okay, help me. So I got an indifferent relationship, and I gotta and shout out to everybody on the broadcast, because everybody we like faith people. We got good hearts, man, and we just want to see people win, and we want to help people. Tell us from a Table Talk 2.0 perspective. Does the Bible say because we say we supposed to take abuse?
Religious shenanigans will say yes.
Okay.
Table Talk will say no.
So how do I manage that? That's what I'm asking. How do I deal with that? You keep saying easy. Tell me, my Christian.
Turning the other cheek does not mean let them slap you on the other cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the other cheek means
turn directions.
Turn directions, and you get up on about your business.
Yeah.
I'm not finna sit here, and that's the thing. And it goes into salvation.
This is good.
You're not really saved if you don't go through something. Here's the thing.
Oh wow.
You were not created to go through nothing. If you are supposed to take abuse, if you are supposed to be beat down, torn down, broken down to be so-called built back up again, what was the purpose of Christ?
Wow. So all that part is supposed to be put on him.
That's what my Bible says.
Okay, so now here we go.
He was bruised for he was wounded for our transgressions.
Bruised for our iniquities.
Bruised for our iniquities.
And the chastisement
of our peace was up on him.
And by his stripes.
And now, and even with that, okay, here we go. So we were wounded. Wounded means beat to pieces.
I knew you was going to go there. Come on.
Beat to pieces for our transgressions. Transgressions is twisted truth, our misunderstandings, our misguidings. So that was the first revelation I got. Okay, he was beat to pieces because I just had the wrong. I had the wrong mindset.
Okay.
So he was beat to pieces for my mind.
Okay.
He was wounded. No, he was beat to pieces. Transgressions. Transgressions is wrongdoings. I'm sorry, I'm going off the top of the dome.
You good?
Beat to pieces for our transgressions, wrongdoing.
Okay.
He was bruised. Bruised means bruised to beat for our iniquities. Iniquities is twisted truth.
Okay.
What did Oh my goodness.
What that joker
What did he
say?
say? He said
Contaminated.
Contaminated truth.
Contaminated
Twisted
truth.
Contaminated truth.
Yeah.
Either or. The chastisement.
I called him a joke. I shouldn't have called him a joke.
He already know.
Apostle King,
Yeah,
my bad. Then I just said who it was. They didn't even know who it was, so I said his name. Apostle King, my bad, baby. Go ahead.
So the
Apostle King a trip though.
Yeah,
I'm making him so nice. I'm slowing him down. Brother, that brother will cut your head off and then leave your shoulders there.
And y'all thought I was bad.
No, Apostle King, shout out to Apostle King. Go ahead, finish your revelation.
So the chastisement, the punishment of our peace is wholeness, was upon him, and by his stripes. Now we like to even use this. This is, and a lot of people is going to get mad at me with this one.
Come on.
By his stripes we were healed. That word "healed" is not to be healed from sickness. That is not a scripture that you use to be healed.
Why,
when
preacher? Why?
When you are sick, that is a scripture that is used so you can be rebuilt for the kingdom, not just your body, your mind, soul, and your body.
The total man, the total
we
package.
Just use it
For
when
physical.
you're sick.
Yep.
We like
You
to say,
teach it,
by
man.
his
You
stripes
teach
we
it.
are healed. But no, that scripture has so much more in depth. It's for Jesus Jesus did not go through all that just so your body could be healed.
He did it for you to be
With
whole.
this something that we won't even have forever. What will we have forever? His spirit.
Yeah.
That is what
I like
Jesus
that.
was healed. That's what Jesus was beat for, so you could be healed, not just your physical body.
How you not a church and you preaching though? How you not a church?
Because I get excited proving church people wrong. That is that, and saying that here's the deal. Table talk is to prove them deep religious folks wrong. The Pharisees.
Oh boy.
Jesus
fighting
was
words.
against the Pharisees.
All day, every day.
Why can't we?
We better be though.
We have to be.
We have to be, and watch this to the point that we end up creating some Nicodemuses that they convert.
And that's the whole. And I'm not trying to convert someone to a church. I'm trying to convert someone in a mindset so they can go where they are and they can do. This thing is supposed to spread like the corona.
Man, you trying to say we got the vid, brother?
We got the bid.
What's the bid? What's the bid? It's too early for me to be laughing on something.
But taking the LE out, we got the bid.
What's wrong with this one? I can't take him neither, lady.
We got the Bible.
So okay, preacher. So now with all of that and the platform you've been saying, let's do this. I want to talk about these different platforms, and again, we take a break in about 5 more minutes here. Well, really 4 minutes. Yeah, because it's good. And watch this. I'm gonna slap an extra 10 on the show too, because it's good. So
he said an hour. I was like,
yeah,
me and him,
we talk for 2 hours. Just
we joke for an hour
joke
before
for
we get into.
So you said Table Talk wasn't your idea to get in front of the mass media. You was just doing devotionals. Then you took a hiatus for a little while. We meet. We come in contact with each other.
We meet before the hiatus.
Yeah, you were still in the hiatus. You were still doing it when I first met you. I know you had a little break.
You was a guest. You was a special guest.
I was one of your guests on your show. I remember I had on my St. Louis hat. Shout out to my sister in St. Louis. So with that being said, preacher, when I met you and you started passionately sharing with me about, people learning the word of God and how to get it out. And again, I'm privileged, man. I'm thanking God for bringing you in my life, that you're my spiritual son and all that. With that being said, preacher, how did Table Talk get the momentum that it did, that we see all these different platforms birth today?
They wasn't my idea.
Again. Okay.
Round 2 of Table Talk. With round 2 of Table Talk. Okay, can I be honest?
You better be.
Okay.
You save. You religious.
With round 2 of Table Talk, and I spoke to you about this a little bit, but with round 2, we know you will always come and be like, so when you gonna get started again, preacher? When you gonna get started? And I'm just like, I'm waiting for the right time, because the thing was, I hadn't figured out, even like within myself, who I was, what I wanted to do. I was just like, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting on God. Yeah,
you was being super spooky.
I'm waiting on God to tell me.
And God was waiting on you.
And God was waiting on me, because I was up to some shenanigans at that time.
So watch this. Okay, that's a whole nother show. But watch this. So You mean to tell me, and let's move me out of the equation.
Okay.
You mean to tell me that it took the inspiration of another human being to get you to stop waiting on God for you to move the way God wanted you to move?
Yes.
Okay. So then it came out. So how was Uncut and Sound Off? Shout out to Lil Ron, Marcus. Do Tommy got a real job?
Tommy got a real job.
Okay. Shout out to Tommy with a real job. With a real job.
Yeah.
How did all that stuff get birthed? And what is the concept? Because see, Sound Off is not like Table Talk. And
So-
Uncut is not like Sound Off.
So let's go. So Table Talk, second time around, so I'm getting asked, how is Table Talk? When is Table Talk?
When is it coming?
When it's coming? When you gonna go ahead and
By
just
me.
release it? By you,
Every day.
literally
Every day.
every speaking day,
Every
day,
time we spoke.
Every time we spoke.
When you starting?
So I was starting to build up that urge again to stuff was being downloaded in me again.
Okay.
Well, let me rephrase that. It wasn't being downloaded into me again. I was paying attention again.
I like that. That's better.
Because God never stopped doing what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I just stopped paying attention. And
Okay, wait.
and
Don't
it
skip
was
over
my
that.
choice.
Don't skip over that.
And it was my choice.
Was you not paying attention or was you distracted?
Both. Because it was a point where I just did not care.
Why you didn't care?
Because I was just so done
With what?
with church, I wanted to be selfish.
Okay.
I got tired. I was done with selflessness.
Okay.
And I just wanted to be selfish.
Okay.
Because my whole adult life,
It's been about everybody else. So in that selfish moment that you had in that little window,
That's right.
What
that
was-
was about a 2-year window, I think.
I don't know if it was 2 full years, preacher.
I think it was 2.
Lady T, I think it was one, wasn't it? Like
One and a half.
one and a half,
One
one
and
and
a
a quarter,
half.
a 8 ball, a 16. Well, come on, talk to me. So when you was distracted, what was you distracted with? You know I'm finna take this. Your wife said be real. You was distracted with what?
Women.
Okay, no. Let's go with the real one. You was distracted with what? Missing
The mark.
with what? People.
Relationships.
You just had a bunch of bad relationships.
Yeah.
You was
I
creating
had
a lot of bad-
I was creating
A lot of bad relationships, which distracted you from who you was.
Because it wasn't me. And the thing is, I knew it wasn't me, but I still chose to do it because I got tired of being me.
Why you on? Okay, explain that, please. Explain that. And you gonna explain that, then we going on break.
I got tired of being like the good guy. I got tired of being known as church boy. I got tired of being known as, I can say and do whatever I want to do that he just gonna take it and smile.
So you say
Please.
you tired of doing that, so you just went and bought you some Black and Miles and just went crazy.
It just went Black and Miles, Hennessy.
Coming over my house smelling like a chimney.
It was high a couple of times.
I know you was. But okay, let's take a break right there because that's the part I want to dig into. And again, this is not about we lying. We can't say it ain't about me and you because that was about us. It was about our relationship.
Yeah, it was a relationship.
But we want to talk about how the relationship pulled you back into being you. All right, let's get ready to go on the break here. Y'all know how we do it. This is the Underground 9.0 Saturday edition. I like saying that with that strong S because I ain't never been on Saturday. I normally be watching you.
You watching me on Saturday?
Yeah, I'll be watching Uncut, Sound Off, watching you. Listen, y'all, thank y'all for helping us keep these numbers up. You can continue to put people in the comments, continue to share. Y'all been a blessing to us this morning. Listen, we'll be right back on the Underground 9.0 right after this. Underground 9.0 Saturday edition. Dr. Tony Whitley Jr., super producer JD Lawrence. Shout out to Lady T, Team Underground.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Underground and the Table Talk 2.0 faithful, all of you all on here. Moving Underground, the Reviving Faith Movement, all of our peeps, Sound Off, Uncut. Shout out to all of you all being with us this morning. Good dialogue, good interview with my man, JD Lawrence. It's jumping off up in here, brother.
Yeah, it is.
I see people in the comments talking about go there.
Right.
Speak to you. Hey, Mother Beetle, how you doing this month? There's a good Mother Beetle right there.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, y'all, we live on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank all of you all for being on all three of our platforms. We know it's some on the Reviving Faith Movement platform, the Dr. Tony Whitley Jr. platform, and our YouTube page, the Reviving Faith Movement. Thank you all for being with us on this morning. Let's pick up right there. All right, so you went on this 1.25, 1.5, or you say 2 year, where you just kind of got selfish. Matter of fact, Lady T brought it back to our remembrance. You actually did a rap CD called Selfish. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was right after my second divorce.
Okay.
And I was legitly just I was being told that I was being selfish because I wanted a divorce, because I didn't want to go through a separation.
Okay.
I don't. Anybody knows me know I don't believe in separation. If we're gonna separate, it's just
It's
over.
over.
It's over. My cutoff game is great. But so and some stuff was said to me, and again, shout out to Furlough. I had a lot of stuff going on in my head. I was legitly pissed.
Yeah.
At this time,
I remember talking to you
because
you was hurt too.
I was hurt.
You was hurt. You was more hurt than pissed.
So, facts.
Yeah.
So I decided that I was going to address everything
In your song.
in this song.
You did too.
I addressed everything. Actually, it was 2 songs. I had another song called "Mama's Boy" where
I remember that.
where I talked about me cheating, and I talked about because if anybody who knows me would know that I'm probably one of the most honest people you will ever meet.
True. That's
Or
true.
I ain't gonna say honest.
Just
I'm
real.
one of the most transparent
And you
people
real.
that you
So
will meet.
that's the same thing.
Same
You
thing.
honest because you real. You one thing that you've always been, even when you was tripping for that 1.5 years.
I was honest.
You just told me, Dad, I'm
I told you
tripping.
like that.
You was like, Dad, I really don't want to come to church. I really don't want to be doing this. I'm like, man, you smell like a whole chimney. Yeah, Dad, I got some black in my house.
in the car.
Everything in the car, all that. So with that being said, and the whole song and everything that came out, how did God get you out of that, man?
I just listened.
Okay.
God didn't have to. We kind of treat God like we treat the devil.
Oh boy.
The devil made me do it.
Okay.
God made me do it. God doesn't make anyone do anything.
No, he does
It's
not,
all
son.
about choice. I had finally got tired
Of
myself.
of not being you.
Of not.
Yeah.
I got tired of not being me, and I made the choice to be obedient.
Okay, now let's talk about real authentic ministry. When you was going through that, did the Reviving Faith Movement and the people in the ministry that you attended, that you said you didn't want to go to, you went halfway around, you was kind of in and out,
No, y'all didn't already know where you're going.
did those people give up on you?
No. Actually, even when I was going through my mess, y'all really didn't even say nothing.
We just kept loving you
Y'all just kept loving me, which helped.
and kept hugging you, even though I know after
With
I
the
got done
black and
hugging,
mild
even
smell.
though I got done hugging you,
You
I know,
smelling like me.
brother, I was be smelling. Just killed my little Langersfield and all that stuff, brother. Why? Okay, so testify on people like myself, Nancy. At the time, you and Maya wasn't even y'all was kind of y'all wasn't an item. Y'all you was looking at it.
I
You
was looking real hard too. I was looking hard.
You was
I
looking
like,
hard.
Ooh.
Ooh, I was. Hey, watch this.
I was like, Dad.
I know. I remember when you told me.
I was like, Dad, I don't know how you gonna feel about this, but
I want your daughter. Yeah, that's what you told me. And what I told you, I said the real you would be the best thing for her.
no. Actually, what you said that.
Yeah.
Before you said that was later. The first thing you said was, son, she will be perfect for you with what you do in ministry. From what I saw,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
she knows the in and out of the ministry. She knows
She
will be
ride or die,
perfect.
man. She ride
will
or
be
die.
Perfect for you.
Maya
And if
ride or
anybody
die.
saw my Facebook post, that was talking about the when you meet a woman and then boom, y'all get married and y'all some bosses. That was her.
Maya the truth.
That was,
Shout out to Maya, my daughter.
Absolutely.
She the truth. She the straight up truth.
absolutely.
So the people didn't give up on you.
No.
We didn't talk about you.
No.
We didn't judge you.
But if y'all did, y'all didn't do it.
I didn't get up on Sunday and preach messages about you.
No.
I didn't call you out over the
And
pulpit.
that's done happened to me before.
Did I sit you on the front row too?
Yeah, that's done happened to me before. Not with you though. Not with you though.
I set you down on the front row.
But that has happened. I ain't got sat down. I ain't got sat down and put on the front row. But that wasn't there.
What's the purpose? What's the purpose of telling the whole church what somebody did, then send them out on the front row? What's the purpose of that?
Now the thing is, what I had did, which is when I had cheated on my wife, my second one, because the first one I got remarried too fast. That's a whole nother story. But they didn't tell what I did.
That's good.
But I had got sat down and I had to sit in the front of the classroom. So when you sit in the front of the classroom,
Everybody know you did something.
Everybody know you did something.
Everybody know you did something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it a way that we can sit people down without embarrassing them?
No. Because if you change your regular religious routine,
You was going to say radical. You was on it. You was saying the right thing.
if you change it, people will notice.
Okay.
And then they'll see. So there's no way to sit someone down without saving their character.
Okay, say that. Just say that one more time and then kind of slay a little slower.
There is no way you can sit someone down without messing up their character.
So here's my question: and I'm your spiritual dad. I'm your pastor. Did I ever sit you down?
No.
What'd I do then?
You just let me be me.
Mm-hmm. And I kept.
I will call you and talk to you. You will listen.
You said what?
You will listen.
Okay, counselors, that's a good thing to put in your wisdom belt. Learn how to listen because the answers is in their statements. Go ahead.
You always say that.
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you just said it yourself.
You know what you want to do. We just got to get you to see it. Yeah.
So we did that. I know you wasn't liking none of my posts on Facebook.
No, you was tripping. You was tripping. You and Marcus. Yeah, I'm calling out when the plan come together. Y'all was tripping.
So, I mean, yeah. So, but I was still able to come. Well, of course, I was still able to come to church.
Mm-hmm.
I still went to church when I wasn't working or when I was.
You still serve.
I still serve.
You still serve. Smokey the server.
I was gonna say I still served.
I'm cracking myself up this
Right,
way.
I caught that.
Yeah.
I still served to an. I served out of obligation, not out of.
You better say
out of a willingness to do.
You right.
Because I didn't want. I was okay. I was.
You
double
about to
agent.
revelate and you don't even know what you about to say.
I was double agent. I still wanted to keep him happy,
Mm-hmm.
but I still wanted to keep myself happy too. So I was double agent. I was halfway doing that, and I was halfway doing that.
Can we pull a revelation that not so much to keep me happy, but because of the importance of our relationship?
Yeah, I didn't want you disappointed in me.
Mm-hmm.
So I will still serve. I will still.
I like that, Lady
I will
T.
still have a smile on my face.
And I would.
It was still
I will get up and confess it every Sunday. You still the right hand. You still the right
Still
hand.
the right hand. Yeah.
Now you got both hands the way you acting with all these platforms. I don't know who you is now. So what would you tell a male, female person when they going through personally in ministry? What's the important thing to do that you don't get so isolated that you abandon everything? What would you share with them to help them get through? Because watch this, everybody gonna have weak moments. Everybody gonna have situations. We human.
I mean, it was even a point that I did isolate myself from y'all.
You tried to.
To an extent.
I wouldn't let you.
I was ghosting everybody.
You was ghosting everybody, but listen. I would make sure that at some point I heard your voice. We talked. Or I would use you I can't put my fire stick together. I would make you come over and do a fire stick. That's what that was about. I was like, I can't figure this out, preacher. Come help me put this fire stick together. And what it did is that you and you would come and you were able, watch this. Relationships have to be safe for people to dump right there and it don't go. You was able to dump, man, and get a lot of burden off of you without it going anywhere and not being judged.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's okay, that helped me to still be me, which was transparent. Which meant I was comfortable enough with you to still tell you, because I wasn't
You
giving
was always honest with me.
details,
You was always honest
but
with me,
I
though.
would tell you everything.
Yeah.
And it's still-
That don't even make sense what you just said. I wouldn't be in detail, but I told you everything. You told me.
I told you a lot.
You told a lot.
I told you a lot, and it still kept me to be transparent.
Okay.
And it's still allowed. And transparent is a part of my characteristic.
Okay.
So I was still.
That's
able
who you
to
are as a
be-
person, yeah.
Yeah, that's still who I was able to be.
Okay. Now here's a big.
But you
one.
had asked me a question though earlier. We kind of got sidetracked.
Go ahead, answer.
So with Table Talk,
Okay.
we got into that to say, yeah, okay. So I fell off on Table Talk. We came back 2.0. I was getting pushed, in a good way, not in a bad way. I was getting the push. Let me put it. I was getting the push. We started Table Talk.
Got married.
Got married.
Oh my goodness.
Started Table Talk Sound Off. Talk Sound Off was not my idea.
Who idea was that one?
Tommy and Duran.
So that's a little round and Tommy came up with that.
Yes.
How you know them? How you affiliated with them brothers?
Philadelphia Missionary Baptist Church on 21st and Cherry.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that's
Y'all grew up in the same church. Tommy too?
Yep, Tommy too.
Tommy looked like he Baptist, brother.
Yeah, Baptist all the
Yeah, he clapped. I bet he clapped and stomp his feet. They don't need no music, brother. He probably just get it in. And so, you've been knowing them since your childhood.
I've known Duran longer.
Okay.
Duran, Tommy came a little later. Me and Duran was back with pacifiers and diapers.
Really, that long? Now, are y'all related or y'all related? You know what I just tried to say?
His uncle is my godfather.
Okay.
So we have this thing like that's my god brother.
Okay.
So we not related, but we related. Like
Probably more related than people that are related.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm more related. That's not, Duran said, "No, bro, that's my big bro."
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you
can't,
right.
You can't tell us that we not.
I
related.
can. That's why I asked the question, because you can't tell that y'all not.
And it's funny that our names even sound the same.
Yeah. Javon, Duran.
Yeah.
Y'all should start a rap group.
Funny thing is, we had one.
What was the name of the group?
J&D. We had this song called. We was a singing group. It was called. Lady
What was it called?
J&D.
Corny to the mug. Go ahead.
This was back in like 2000. I mean, in 92, 93.
Y'all, he ain't corny no more.
was-
LeBron cool in the mug now. Y'all was corny
I'm
back
all
then.
over the place, but this is funny because I'm talking about relationships.
Come
So I'm
on.
not-
You ain't over the place.
So
Come on.
me and Duran, we were, for some reason, we didn't go to church that New Year's Eve that year. We stayed at home for some reason. I don't remember why. I think we talked them into letting us stay
Home.
So that day on New Year's Eve, we started. Here we go. We started and we made it a song. Lady, won't you be my baby?
Y'all corny to the mug.
Hey, it was Duran was on the keys.
I know he was.
We wrote it. Man,
Probably had his eyes closed and stuff. being all sentimental.
Man, it was so yeah, Duran, and Tommy go back to
Some years. Okay.
And I brought Marcus in.
You brought Marcus in.
brought Marcus
so
in
that's how the
before
sound off
Marcus.
team came together.
Yep, and the funny thing is, me, Duran, and Tommy knew each other, but Marcus only knew me.
Okay.
So because of the show, it built a relationship
yeah.
between all four of us,
Right.
where now we're all brothers.
In 2 minutes, what is the purpose of sound off? Because y'all be on there talking cray. Y'all was talking about, what's that word start with a P? Yeah.
The one where
You could be with more than one person.
One person, yeah.
Y'all was talking about that.
Polyandry.
Y'all was talking about that.
We was talking about that. Our first show was talking about the cheat code.
The man code.
We talked about the man code, the cheat code.
The man code was cold.
The man code, yeah. The man code. They say the man code was the best show from Sound Off. The man code.
All of them was good. I don't know.
They say that was the best show.
It could have been. It could have been. The man code was the truth. But okay, so sound off is what though? Because y'all just be on there. Am I to say that sound off will take subject matter and deal with subject matter that nobody really want to deal with publicly?
That coming from the whole core of sound off is you have 4 transparent men on here that talk about stuff that men don't talk about,
because men really don't talk. Yeah,
in public, and we dialogue
okay.
with the people that's on the show. So pretty much, someone said this. They was like, they sent the message, or somehow I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna use this, but they was like, y'all podcast is so relevant. Like, y'all got one of the best podcasts out because y'all dudes on there, y'all keep it real.
That's good.
And y'all talk about what she said, y'all talk about what we think.
Okay. And I agree with that. That's a great sentiment. Now I'm going to jump to Uncut. Mm-hmm. What's the team? What's the Uncut team?
The Uncut team is my wife, Maya Lawrence.
Okay.
Good morning, baby.
Well, he going to look at the camera.
Nancy Holland and Drea Giles.
Okay. How did they come together? How that come together?
That was
Nancy. How y'all get Nancy on there? That's what I want to know.
That was Nancy.
It was her idea to do sound off. Who idea to do? I mean, Uncut. I'm sorry.
Uncut with sound off. It was Tommy and Duran's idea, but it was pushed from Tommy's wife because we was reconnecting relationships.
Okay.
And we were having conversations, and his wife heard him. It's like, y'all need to get this. What y'all talking about? Somebody need to hear this.
Yeah.
That's how that came out.
Okay.
So because of that, Nancy will be on the line,
right.
And she'd be like, man, we need a female version of this. So she hit me up and said, bro, we need a female version of this. I was like, all right, my wife would be the other person. You get a third person. She brought in Drea.
Okay.
So Uncut is technically the female version of Sound Off. They talk about
they on their own now though, brother. They be talking crazier.
They hence because
it was a show I couldn't even comment on it, brother, because they was talking so crazy. They my spiritual daughters, brother.
Because Nancy was on there, I had to call it Uncut.
Yeah,
and I did it.
That's Nancy. That's Nancy middle name.
I did it intentionally just to give the room to be, because we still rolling with the authentic.
Mm-hmm.
We still rolling with the real. We still rolling with you being able to be who you are to a certain degree, of course.
Okay,
but still being the man version. Being the female version of Sound Off, but they're uncut, they're raw, and they're relevant.
Here come one of them. You know how what's his name be doing all the reporting. Gerardo Herrera. Get this. Here's an exclusive question that only I get to ask. Would there ever be a tag team between Sound Off and Uncut? Would they ever do a show together?
No.
Why?
I don't think that if I feel like I can control the narrative.
What did you say? What you mean?
Because
that group, it'll go in one.
They will go in. They will go in.
I'll bring the whole team. We'll do something.
I will be nervous. I legitimately will be nervous. That's why my answer is no. Right, just like so easily.
Well, I'm putting it out there
because I just don't. Whew, I don't know.
I'm community.
But if okay, let me do it this way. If y'all watching right now, if
that's how you do it. If
y'all want to see Table Talk, Sound Off, and Uncut on one show,
I think that
because they're trying to talk me into it.
I think
really
that would be so hot.
If y'all
come on, Tyler Perry, let them do it.
Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments.
Babe, put it in the comments for me.
Deron took brother rank on me.
He said we definitely gonna just do it. That's what I'm saying, little Ron. Yeah, the shows is cold, man. The shows is cold. The shows is cold. Now the last one, and then we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna get ready to close that after this last break. We'll be sponsorship free after this break.
Oh my God, Furlough out here.
What's up, preacher?
Oh, Furlough.
That's my man right there.
Yeah.
Furlough. I love when they come on the show because then I can call them out publicly. Furlough. This is your boy, Dr. Whitley. I sent you a message on Facebook asking when I'm going to be able to get you in the booth. I want you in the booth, man. Inbox me so we can get you in the booth, man. I gotta get Furlough in the booth.
Yeah.
Furlough, he the truth, man.
I ain't even got Furlough on the show yet.
I'm gonna beat you to it. So with that being said, let's take a break right here real quick. Let's take a break and do what we do. This will be our last break, and then we'll close out the show. Let's take a break here real quick. Y'all know how we do it. Underground 9.0 Saturday edition. Exclusive interview with Mr. Table Talk 2.0 JD Lawrence. We'll be right back. What's up, Bruce Furlow? After this, you know I had to get him.
In today's world, image is everything. Let J-Law Production take care of your logo design, video intro,
Comma and a comma, gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. It's a comma and a comma and a comma.
your video production.
And a comma and a comma, gotta get it. Comma and
Get your inspiring designs now. Contact us today. Ooh.
We always got to give our lessons. Underground 9.0 Saturday edition. Exclusive interview with Mr. Table Talk 2.0 JD Lawrence. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Real people serving a real God, having real church. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We're about to close it out here.
We've really been on here for an hour and 12 minutes.
It don't seem like it.
No.
It don't seem like it. So
And we still ain't talked about 3 shows.
let's try to squeeze it here real quick.
I still got 3.
Because I'm still on one with like I said, with your platforms. Let's talk about the other 3 shows. Give me now. It's 5 altogether, right? Is it 5 altogether?
I don't know.
Let's count them. Table Talk 2.0.
Okay.
Sound Off.
Okay.
Uncut.
Okay.
Prime Time.
Yeah.
Origins.
Yeah.
Am I missing one?
Yeah, that's it.
It's 5 shows.
That's 5 shows. Yeah. That's
Make sure you put all that in your contract when they sign you and they watch this. And I'm not being religious. I'm really.
Oh no.
Who?
Origins.
I thought I said Origins.
Did you say Origins?
I said Origins.
See, okay.
So make sure when they simulcast you and you go and you get signed to series and all that they have all them shows in your contract and you keep creative control over them.
Yeah.
I'm serious, brother.
Yeah.
I'm serious. You keep carrying. So now let's go here. Prime Time. What is Prime Time about?
Prime Time is a show with me and my wife where we the purpose of Prime Time is to show that we're just normal people. We watch regular TV shows. Actually, we started doing TV show reviews on Power 2.0, Power Book 2.20.
Uh-huh.
Power Book 2. I'm talking about 2.0. I'm tripping. Power Book 2. Just to with every aspect of Table Talk, you're going to get something different.
Okay.
That's a beautiful thing with Table Talk.
I love
it. If
it.
you want to come, if you need your word on Sunday, for those who need to come to church to get a word, I got you.
Got you.
If you want to hear men have a real conversation, we got you.
On what's that on? They on? Are y'all on second and fourth?
Second and fourth Saturdays.
Yeah, Sound Off. Go ahead.
First and third Saturdays, we have the Women to Uncut.
Be talking
If you want
crazy.
to get in and have good conversation with women, and the whole premise of Table Talk also is when you comment, we'll answer you.
Yeah.
You'll feel like we talking to you.
Let me jump in. That's the thing I love about the shows outside of Table Talk. The audience really plays a role in the dictation of how the show go and the conversation, because now you all get to address what the people really want to address. Because, and I'm being careful, in religious church, you can't ask the preacher a question why he preaching or teaching.
Right.
But I'm saying with the subject matter that y'all do with those 2 shows, and that's why y'all need to tune in. First and third Saturday, I believe, is Uncut. Second and fourth is Sound Off. Y'all need to tune in because you can get some relational stuff dealt with and put it out there, and they will actually dialogue with you and help you through your conversation and help you through your questions while the show is actually going on. That's why I respect and love the show the way that I do. All right, let's get ready to close it. We're gonna go a couple of minutes over our time. Okay, man. So let's bring this. We can't really bring it to the conclusion on the matter because there's so much more we can discuss. We probably end up doing
Still
another
got
something.
Origins.
Yeah,
Shout
we
out
probably.
to my boy Furlough. If y'all want to see old school me and Furlough, that's Origins.
That's why I want to bring him on the show
Yeah,
because
Furlough. I've been rocking with Furlough. Furlough has taken me out of a lot of.
he got you out of a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and he let me. Furlough has given me the ability to be a content creator.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
Furlough is the one that encouraged. He was the first person that encouraged me. Like, bro, because my thing was like, and he on here, he probably can attest to this.
Mm-hmm.
I would always like I called you. I called him more.
Okay. Okay.
And I legit, in my opinion, I think I was getting on his nerves.
But he loved you through it anyway, brother.
No, he gave me another avenue.
What'd he do?
He told me, "Why don't you do the devotion? Why
Yeah,
don't you do this?" He
yeah.
just encouraged me to do other stuff.
Okay,
So, yeah.
okay.
So again, shout out to Furlough.
So now in our closing, again, thank y'all. Numbers stayed up real good. Thank y'all for sticking with us. I know it's a Saturday morning. We got stuff to do. Some of y'all probably at the barbershop getting cut up and all that kind of stuff, and at the salon and getting your nails done. So thank y'all for being with us. So in not the closing or the conclusion of this, because of course we'll have some more interviews and we'll talk more. If you had a minute just to share from your heart what Table Talk is really about, what would you say to the people today?
Table Talk is a broadcast that allows you to really see. Table Talk is a broadcast that tries to invoke an interest.
I like that.
To you to see what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. What I mean about that is to pick up your own Bible. I want Table Talk to be the avenue that sparks your interest, where you will want to come and find out how to study the Bible the way that we do, to dig deep, to dissect.
Okay.
And the word dissect means to dig deep, to really dig deep into the Bible. Table Talk, the only thing like the Sunday show is just to really spark an interest.
Man, you thoroughly walked through that stuff and you dissected, and a baby can digest it, brother. It's like, and I don't mean to be graphic. You know how when we have a baby and they try and food for it, and we would chew the food up for them and then feed it to them. That's what Table Talk is, man.
And I want people to. My whole desire with Table Talk is to get you to want to study the way I study. Just get the information, get the resources. I'm just putting it out there so you can have. If we could get 3 or 4 people to study like that, and we all come together and we spread it out to the next group of people, and that people spread it to the next group, and it'll grow like the Garden of Eden was supposed to grow. Yeah. So that's the goal. I just want people to really have the confidence to know that they can study the Word of God for themselves. But I put it in entertainment form to interest you into wanting to do it. Because
what you're setting them up for, and this is the revelation that I ain't gonna say you never said it, but this is what I see. You setting people up to have a relationship with Christ. Because watch this, religious church have blocked people from having personal relationships.
You just took what I tried to say in like three minutes, and you just took it in 30 seconds.
No, that's
really
good. And so let me do this, because now I want to give you props, and I want to really highlight, and as we get ready to close, and shout out to Minister Sheila Walker. This not a Koji closing. I was on Minister Walker News. She got a new broadcast that she doing on Fridays, I think it is.
Yeah, I gotta get that information.
We'll put it in there. She had like 12 closings yesterday, brother. She had like 12 closings. I'm calling her out.
How do it feel to be the one talking about somebody else?
Yeah, she always coming for me, so I'm gonna get it. I keep trying to tell everybody, I always had a mic glass, so you can't mess with me. Don't come for me. Don't mess with me. I get the mic glass. And so let me say this. Now, I believe, one of the greatest experiences I had in ministry, my former pastor, Travis Foster, incredible training as it come to ministry. And one thing that he always told us, that if you were given the privilege to have the platform to share the word of God, never make it about yourself. You got something you popping up on there. He said, never make it about yourself. And one of the illustrations he got, like he said, there's been times where he got up and he was getting ready to minister and he wasn't feeling well. Okay. He said, you don't want to distract people with your personal issue when you about to present them with the word of God. And so I said that to say this. We're going to talk real life. So shout out to Lady T, and I want y'all praying for her.
Because I didn't think this was gonna happen.
No, that's what I'm finna highlight.
Yeah.
So, yesterday, I'm gonna say about 6-7 o'clock. Yep, 6 o'clock. She just got ill, just severely ill. A lot of stuff was going on, and so we prayed and did what we did. But about midnight, we had to take her into the hospital last night. And
Midnight this morning.
Midnight this morning.
Hold on, what time is it?
It is, I don't know, 10:19.
About 8 hours ago.
Yeah, so midnight we took her in, and from midnight to about 7 a.m., almost 8, they really couldn't figure out what was going on with her, and they could not deal with the pain. She was in a lot of pain, and then it was tough for me because they wouldn't let me back there with her. I had to sit in the front part, and they had her in the back, so I'm in the front praying. And I think I texted you about like 5 something, and I said, Preacher, now I'm really finna say something here. I said, Preacher, we might not be able to do the interview because I'm at the hospital with my wife. I don't know if we're gonna get out of here. We just gonna kind of call it by ear. Mm-hmm. In my mind, Preacher, I already kind of made up my mind that it wasn't gonna happen.
I did too. When I saw the text.
It wasn't gonna happen.
Actually, my reply to you was what I say. My reply was I was just like, I was like, yes, sir, that's cool.
Yeah,
because
good.
In my head, I'm like, this ain't happening.
Yeah,
like I was just letting them know, like, it's cool.
And so I already had made in my mind that it wasn't gonna happen. And so here it is, my wife, brother. I got both the phones. I got her phone and my phone. So she calling me from the hospital phone in the lobby of the emergency, and she said, "Don't you got a show to do at 9 o'clock with JD?" And I'm like, "Babe, you in the hospital?"
Like, right.
And she was like, "You got a show to do with JD." And it flipped right when she said that. It flipped in my spirit. The relationship we have is so important that God worked it out, that she released me to go, because I was just sitting in they wouldn't even let me back there with her. Mm-hmm. And so I leave to come home. I said, I'm going to try to get here by 7:30 so I can get everything set up in the booth and everything. And right when I got home and everything got situated, she called, and God supernaturally healed her through some powerful medicine that they gave her. supernaturally with that medicine, because God gave these doctors the wisdom to do it.
Absolutely.
And thank God for her brother. And
so it wasn't by his stripes she was healed.
Well, okay. Another subject. And so the importance of relationship and support, man. I believe that God used this incident to show us the importance of it. And when you walk in unity, he puts this ability on you. My wife is at home right now, brother, better than she was yesterday.
She walked in the door. I was expecting her to be doubled over,
right,
like walking a little slow. She came in, jumped on the chair,
stood in her
chair, kissed her husband, and jumped off the chair. And now she's
like, let's get it.
She's right here, like
supporting the broadcast. Right. So I said that to say, not to boast on us, you all. I'm saying when you walk in authentic relationships, God's ability will get on that. And watch this. All is well. All is wonderful. Thank God. Y'all was like, okay, Pastor, you didn't even tell us y'all was at the hospital. Because a lot of times I don't want to mess with nobody's spirit with, watch this, giving them pre-bad information until I know all the information. I didn't want to report nothing until I knew what they were saying. And then what they were saying, I'm going to be careful even reporting that, because I don't want to mess nobody's head up.
Because you was like, they really don't know.
They didn't know.
They didn't know. So what can you tell? You ain't going to just be like, hey, pray for Pastor, or just give it half information.
Yeah, pray for Pastor T. And that sounded like people giving her the Heimlich maneuver for like 20 minutes. So she was earling, brother. We call it earling.
That's bad.
She was earling. She wasn't throwing up. She was earling, brother. So thank God. Watch this. Thank y'all for y'all prayers. Even though y'all didn't know what to pray. Thank y'all for y'all prayers. Thank y'all for being on. And thank God for Lady T. And I just want to highlight that, not to boast on me and Lady T, but I want people to know relationships are important, but you are important to me.
And like I said, I really wasn't expected. So when we end this, I'm gonna leave so you and your wife
we ain't been to bed yet. We've been up all night. We ain't been to bed yet, and we geek too. I don't even know when we gonna go to bed. We geek.
And this is the thing. Like when I was like, Dad, you ain't been to sleep all night. He's like, no, preacher, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't. I'm just.
Watch this. Love will give you energy, man.
See, I'm
When you
talking-
love somebody,
I'm talking about love tomorrow. Tune into the broadcast, Table Talk 2.0. We talking about that was the video. That was the video.
that
Talking about
so
love.
so let's do,
So this I'm gonna fit this in somehow.
you gonna teach.
I
You gonna-
gotta fit
so
this
so
in.
listen, y'all. This is what I need y'all to do tomorrow. We got a new time now. We ain't at 8:30 no more. We had a new
yes,
time.
yes.
We at 9 a.m. Central Standard
9
Time.
o'clock. So y'all ain't gotta wake up at 8:20 and roll over and watch. Y'all can wake up at 8:58 now.
Yeah,
And-
no, make them do at least a quarter too.
A quarter two.
Yeah, because you know,
Yeah,
Pastor.
because you got to get up and make a coffee so you can drink the coffee with me.
Yeah.
You know.
So at 9 o'clock tomorrow, Central Standard Time, Table Talk 2.0. Go to the Table Talk 2.0 page. If you haven't already liked the page or followed the page, I need you to do that when we get off the broadcast. We'll be live tomorrow, Team Underground on the Underground 9.0. It's gonna be a hot show tomorrow.
So I'm gonna jump in the back booth and I'll be straight over here as soon as I get done.
Absolutely.
With Table Talk.
Absolutely,
So, yeah.
you're gonna slide in like Eddie Kane.
Yeah.
You're gonna slide in like Eddie Kane. So listen, y'all, we love y'all.
Nights like this.
Yeah, we extended it. We weren't supposed to go for the hour, but we went a little bit.
Raindrops would fall.
Listen, y'all, we love having fun. We love being real. Thank y'all. Let's get a couple of names on the screen. I see Rosie Elder on here from Midwest Bible College. God bless you. Shout out to you. Minister Sheila Walker, God bless you. We love you. We love you. Good job on yesterday too, preacher. Tracy Robinson, you better come on home and get back with your family. So she been on here for like the last couple of weeks.
I've been seeing her.
I've been saying since
I've been
Tracy.
seeing her, yeah.
She gonna always be Movement Underground. She just don't know it yet.
Big shout out to Pastor
Lady T, I'm glad you so well. We finna go in here. At some point, we gonna take a nap at some point. And all of you all. Hey, preacher, thank you for responding. We'll talk within the next couple of days, and we'll get you scheduled on the show. And he got to come in the booth. He can't be streamed in.
Yeah,
Furlough got to be here.
gotta be.
That's that. Furlough. See, Furlough don't understand, and we're gonna talk about it when I get him on the show. Furlough was a big inspiration for me when I first met him.
Wow.
Because-
See,
watch this.
You got the influence of inspiration.
He don't know. He didn't know his loyalty, and watch this, his humility, man. That is a humble dude, man. And he always been, he ain't changed.
And he's real. Like
Yeah.
he's real.
Yeah.
He's another one who can correct me if I'm out of order.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we need that in our life.
He
All
said
right.
really.
Yeah.
Shout out to my wife too. Thank you.
Hey, daughter, I love you.
The thing is, she wanted to be here today, but I wasn't even quite sure if I was gonna get out because the city had plowed a whole bunch of snow
Okay.
behind the car.
Okay.
I ain't got no shovel.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one. I got some extra ones in the garage.
They wasn't supposed to did that.
I'll raise you up better than that.
Hey, I'm in an apartment. I'm being irresponsible right now.
Whatever. We got to get ready to go, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. This is the Underground 9.0 Saturday edition. Exclusive interview with Mr. Table Talk 2.0. It's been fun, y'all. We see y'all.
I've enjoyed myself.
I did too. Listen, y'all, we see y'all tomorrow at 9 o'clock on Table Talk 2.0 and on the Underground 9.0 at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Listen, be on there, bring a friend. We listen, I prophesy in Jesus' name. I'm being churchy. we gonna upgrade our viewers tomorrow. It's gonna be a whole new group of viewers on there because this is good subject matter. This is good content.
New year.
Listen, y'all be blessed on this Saturday. We love y'all with the love of the Lord. Real people serving the real God, having real church. We will see you all tomorrow on the Movement Underground 9.0.
Peace out.